Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in my seed reviews and tours series. Last week was episode 13, and Min Lee gave us this really great seed. If you have not seen it, go and take a look. The link is in the description below. This was a real cracker, amazing. Just literally over the road, there is a massive mansion, amazing. Right, but this week it's a very different seed, but equally exciting. I hope. Let's crack on with it. And we are going to create the world again together. This is the seed Super Digi, which is actually the name of one of the people that has sent it into me. It's quite a good example of sometimes if you use your own name, your IGN, you can get a really cracking seed. We're in creative, but I do need to make sure I put this in the seed and not just the name. Otherwise it won't work. Keep everything else as it is and let's go. I'm really interested to see this because sometimes when you use a name, they are the best seeds ever. And I've heard there's some really interesting things nearby. And I have spawned next to a block, but I'm in a jungle. Now, I had heard that I would be in a jungle when I spawned in here. So let's have a look. Look, we've got already, you have to walk 10 blocks to get yourself your first bit of bamboo. That is always a winner. It's a bit of a jungle island here. Look at that. That's quite cool. So what I'm going to do, as always, I'm going to stick myself a pile of blocks so I know exactly where spawn is. I'm going to pop it there, come all the way up, a pile of blocks, and that way I know exactly where it is you physically spawn in, because that's the whole point of this, where you spawn in. Okay, so we've got, I need to go a little bit higher because this is a jungle and the trees are really blooming tall. Right, so that will do. So we are on what appears to be a jungle island. That's great, but it carries on for days by the look of it. Which way should we go first? Oh, we've got some ice spikes over there. Let's go out towards the ice spikes. I am heading in the direction of, right, well, that way there is north. So it's sort of just off north towards the west. So we're going to carry on out towards the north. Always a good area to start, which is going to take us to these ice spikes. Speed up, man, for goodness sake, you'll be here all day. So it's not ice spikes, sorry, and it's frozen ocean, which is where once you've got your silk touch pick, you can get loads and loads of blue ice and packed ice and stuff like that, which is really incredibly useful for building things that make you go very fast. Well, this is quite a big one as well, look. That's got some space in and around it. You'll notice the kelp doesn't grow inside the frozen ocean because, well, frankly, would you want to grow inside the water of a frozen ocean? It's really blooming freezing. So coming around there, there's loads. That is absolute loads. What's that over there? Just going to come and have a look here. Looks like we've got, yes, it's a wreck, look. So we've got a wreck that is actually frozen into the water. That's always really nice to see. So you could start your treasure hunt exploits literally straight off the bat. Now, I've come back to my tall stone pillar and I looked up and I saw that in the distance. I didn't realise when I was looking at the ice that there's a nice terracotta-y mountain over in this direction. So I'm going to go and investigate this because generally speaking, where there's an terracotta-y mountain, there's a much bigger terracotta-y mountain like this fella pumping itself into my vision right now. We have got a mesa biome. Really, oh, hang on. Below the mesa biome, we have got a ocean monument. Look. There's the tower. You could just see it. If I come here, look, you can see the stone thing. The ocean monument is right there, right next to this massive, this is a big old mesa biome, right next to it. So you've got the ability to create yourself some serious prismarine stuffage and get some sponges and whatnot right there, right next to what is arguably one of the drier biomes, which always confuses me, like desert things that are right next door to oceans. Need kind of a little bit more smoothing in the Minecraft biome transition, in my personal and not particularly humble opinion. But brilliant, look at this. You've got some fantastic mesa going on here. Looks like quite a big one. Right next to a big old forest on the right hand side here as well. So let's follow this down and around a little bit and see how far we end up going. And actually the mesa's not too bad. You're not going to get too lost in it. And you go from forest into plains into savanna. So we've got plenty. Oh, and I think we've got a dark oak as well here. Oh, how did I miss that? It was right on top of me. So we've got dark oak, forest, plains, savanna, mesa, ocean, frozen ocean, and jungle. Oh, hang on. And is that? Yes, and desert. Literally within a spit of each other. This and a pillager outpost. Pillager outpost right here as well, right in the middle of the desert. So you've got, I mean, what more would you want nearby? Seriously, you've got your ocean monument. You've got all the sand you could ever need. You've got plenty of wood. You've got a mesa for terracotta and goodness only knows that what. This is really nice seed. I mean, a really, really nice seed. So I thought I'd have a bit of a wander over the jungle. You can see there, that's where my stone pillar is, literally just there. If I turn around and come in this direction, I think I spied a little bit of cobble. Oh, watch out, fire tick is on. That lava could cause all kinds of problems. I think that down there could be something a little bit interesting. We have got a jungle pyramid. Literally, I mean, you could, if you had a strong arrow, you could fire that arrow and land it on top of the pyramid if you were a good shot, like off of me. So that is not far off from your start point at all. Look at the amount of wood that you got in this place. This is a massive jungle. Loads of stuff you could be doing here. Let's speed up the flying a little bit. And you could explore this, get yourself plenty of bamboo, more wood that you can shake a stick at, and probably a number of sticks as well. You can see it's starting to yield into a birch forest on the right hand side here, so you've got that choice of wood as well, and also a mountain biome. So I was wondering when the closest mountain biome was going to come and bite us, and here it is. Plenty of decent mining. I do love a good mountain biome, me. So there was me worried about whether or not you would have enough bamboo. You've got enough bamboo. You've got what's a relatively small bamboo jungle just on the edge. I say relatively small, it does stretch out in that direction quite well, just on the edge of the jungle that you spawn in. And here you see a village. Now there's not a lot of villages in this spot, or at least not near to the spawn area. So we are currently in minus 800, about 900, and that's where this bamboo jungle is. And this is the first village I've come across, although I've not really searched for them. I suspect there could be a few more over there, but given we're around a jungle island, it's possible this could be the closest. However, I did do a bit of slash locating, shall we say, and I just want to come above this little fella here just before we go into that taiga biome over there, and I'm just going to come down and put myself into spectator mode because I just want to have a little peek under where I put this flag. So I didn't want to lose my spot. This is a very specific spot right there. So we just want to come underneath here. I'm just going to go into spectator. We are now in spectator mode. I'm going to face right down. I'm just going to pop myself just under the surface just to give you a little peek at what's there, and then I'm going to come back up again. Oh, oopsie. Oh, look at that. 1,000 blocks away from where you spawn in, we got one of those. That's a funny looking room. Oh, that's quite interesting. Not very far away at all. I am back at my tall stone pole, and I'm going to do spoilers in 3, 2, 1. And we are underneath exactly where we would spawn in. And we've immediately, straight away, we have got a mine shaft. Literally dig straight down and you're just about there. That's fantastic. We've got, looking for the telltale signs of some kind of spawner. There's the spider spawner just there. Most mine shafts do have at least one. So it's a relatively small mine shaft, but still something you could explore when you're directly digging down from where you have started in. We've also got another one over here, I've noticed, going past a couple of decent ravines. So the underground, lots of ravines over here. Wow, this is ravine-tastic, all of that. That's amazing. That's under the sea, I think, is it? Yeah, under an island under the sea. So you've got another spider spawner there. Plenty of exploration opportunity. Another spider spawner there. So yeah, you've got plenty of spawners around that you can start to come and get some decent number of things. And there's another one over here as well. I've not just done a double back, have I? No, this is actually a third one. So we've got a spider spawner there as well, underneath what looks like a ship. Look. So 3 mine shafts, triple mine shafts, all of them relatively small, but all of them with a spawner that you could start playing with. And again, we've come back to the tall stone pillar because I want to suss out the nether and let's see what is here. I've just moved slightly to the side because, well, jungle, there's not a lot of room, is there? So let's light this fella up. We're going to go through and see what is waiting for us. All I was told was be careful. Right, so be careful. Is that because we've come in on... It's a relatively safe log in, relatively speaking, that you could get ghast there, but actually because of the width, it's probably unlikely. But wait a minute. We have got the obvious issue of lava. That is a problem. Right, so be careful. There is lava. My goodness, you're not kidding, there's lava. Literally straight down on top of you when you come through. So beware of that if you do this seed, because that is going to cause you some challenges. So what have we got? I'm just going to have a quick look down. Looks like we're in a relatively large cave here. Anything interesting in obvious sight? Not quite. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a quick slash locate and let's see if we can't find ourselves a fortress. Okay, so we're only 156 blocks away and it's minus plus, which means that we need to be facing towards negative X. That's positive Z, negative X. So it's in that direction over there. So let's go and have a look. And the nearest fortress actually isn't too far away, about 150 blocks in the Nether, as I said. There are a couple of blaze spawners. There's one there and there's one just a little bit over that way as well that's slightly covered up. I've had a bit of an investigation and I just can't find my favourite room. I can't find the Nether wart room anywhere. Doesn't matter where I look. I've gone into spectator, had a good scout around. There surely must be a Nether wart room somewhere, but it would appear no. It's one of those ones that I don't like. It's not my favourite at all. But it is over land, which is a bit of a shame. But it's definitely not that far away. So if you wanted to set yourself up some kind of wither skeleton thing, as long as you could flatten out this land so as you couldn't get any spawns on it, actually the open and flatness of this area does lend itself to potentially being half decent. What a really, really, really great little map we've got here. So much to choose from. All the biomes you could possibly want, literally within a stone's throw. We've spawning in a jungle. Everybody loves to spawn in a jungle. So rarely happens because it's a rare biome. Mesa just across the way. Ice just across the way. You've got the ability to make a guardian farm, literally a couple of 100 blocks, if not less. You've got the Stronghold is only 1,000 blocks away. You've got a village, although it isn't that close, it isn't too bad. And you've got every biome and every wood known to man. It is superb. Underneath you've got count them, 3 mine shafts. So this is officially an awesome seed. So I am turning around and I'm saying thank you, if I can line it up, to DigiRush, Super Dynamite and VR5. What a great seed. Thank you so much for bringing them to my attention. It's been a pleasure to walk around them. And that is the end of this particular tour. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, really pleased, and it is a pleasure to have this as episode 14, which I've not actually put on that sign. I've noticed episode 14, I've just put lots of asterisks as well. I just was in a asterisk-y mood, what can I tell you? If you have got a seed that is as good as this one for Java, send me an email to avamancminecraft@gmail.com. That is avamancminecraft@gmail.com. Let me know why it's such a good seed. Give me some good things about it, maybe some coordinates. Tell me what you love about it, and maybe I'll be able to feature it on one of these shows. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.